Peace and love, family. Peace and love. I hope everybody is feeling absolutely amazing tonight. Keisha and I will be leading the call tonight. And let's see who we got on so far here. Let's wait on Jay to hop on. Okay. So before we get started, I just want to actually just take the time to acknowledge my Keisha because she's just really a servant. She's a servant and a leader and a servant leader. And she's just always showing up for others. Every time I speak to her, I don't think I've spoken to her yet. And she's just like, Jakara, get out of here. She's just always super welcoming and loving and willing and just always providing me personally with words of encouragement. Every time I do something, she's hopping in my inbox saying, hey, I'm proud of you. And it's such a beautiful thing to surround myself with somebody like that. Even though she's been through some things, she still finds a way to make other people feel important. And I just like, love, and trust her, and I'm just grateful to be on the call with her. And she's going to get us started off on some of the points. So I'm gonna hand it over to I like to call her my Keisha. She's mine. Hand it over to my Keisha.
Peace, family. I appreciate that, Jakar. Definitely appreciate that. So tonight it's all about, of course, business building, right? So can everyone see my screen? I'm gonna take that as a yes. Yes, no,
Yes.
maybe.
Can.
Finger was slow, yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. So of course all of you will get a copy of this because we got some links in here. So this is pretty much what me and Jakar did, was break down some simple step-by-step basically instructions. Well, when you're bringing on that, because all of you are leaders. So even if you don't have anyone under you right now, eventually you will, because we already speaking into existence. We already got platinum leaders. We got our chairwomen, our chairmen already on the call, right? So this will break it down and show you exactly what to do and make it duplicatable. So you follow this, and everyone you bring on as well will follow this. So what we're going to do is go through the steps, step by step, so you'll know exactly what you're doing. So step one is pretty simple. What you're going to do, you have to send your new member a welcome message. And you already know exactly what to send them, because for one, it's on the Generation 12 website, and for two, it's right here. So what I normally do is, I'm pretty sure Jakar does it as well, is what we do, we either text it to them, you email to them, however it is, whatever contact information you have for them, you send it to them. This is what you're sending to them, just to get them acquainted. And so also as well, you can get to know them and get that picture for their bio. So once they send you that picture, now you're able to create that welcome flyer. So where are the welcome flyers located? For one, they're located on the Generation 12 website. For two, they're right here in step 2. So you click on the Dropbox link. I'm not going to click on it now because it's going to take a while, but it's going to have all your different flyers. Now you got your welcome flyer in there. When everyone achieves their different advancements, that's going to be in there as well. So all of that is right there. So step 1, you welcome them, you get the information. Step 2, you start to now add them to the flyer. And how do you do that? You go back here, you get the flyer, and you can use these templates on Canva. So what we use is Canva, C-A-N-V-A. A lot of you already know that, but that's what we use with these templates. And then all you're gonna do is come down here to step 3, and you're gonna start adding them into different groups, because now we wanna get them involved into the culture, right? So one of them gonna add to, of course, is a G12 Facebook group and a G12 Messenger group. In case you need the link for the Facebook group, it's right here. We're also going to add them to our larger group, which is Trade Nation. That way they can stay in the loop with all the different events, anything that's going on, just Trade Nation-wise, G12-wise, everything. And also as well, like I know Jakar has one, I have one, a couple other leaders have one. is your personal Telegram or Facebook group, whatever it is that you have that keeps you, help you keep your team accountable. So whatever it is that you have, you'll be adding to that as well. So that is it for me. Jakar is about to go into really the meat and potatoes on what to really get done with your people. So a lot of you already know Jakar, right? Jakar is, man, she was drawing thousands upon thousands of dollars every day. She really has mastered these charts. They call her Candle Magic, right? I know she's smiling as I'm saying Candle Magic. I already know she is, because she already know why I'm saying Candle Magic over and over again, right? But we all know Jakar. She's a wonderful, phenomenal goddess, and she's always helping everyone. As you see, she's in the groups 24/7, and whatever we need, she's there. She's always helping us. She's the one that I like, love, and trust, and truly adore. So she is about to bring you, of course, the magic on the rest of these steps. So make sure you're paying attention. Jakar, I know you're there. Are you still there?
Yeah. Thank you so much, my Keisha.
Mhm.
Is it okay if I add one or two things at the top
Of
from
course.
you? From you?
Mhm.
Okay. So when you first are bringing people on, I walk them through the tab at the beginning, and I make sure that they really understand the importance of plugging in. And I really just like make that like the thing. Like if you don't do nothing else, you want to plug in, because that's not only important for them, but that's important for you as well as a personal coach. If you're trying to do, when you guys reach your ranks, it's literally impossible to sit up there and do 40 one-on-ones. And I find that a lot of times people are in need of the one-on-ones. Now, sometimes people need extra help, but it's because they're not plugging into the group. So, for lack of a better word, you don't want to try to make anybody try to make you their academy. So you just want to really stress the importance of plugging in, and then explain to them what that means. And I explain plugging in means, the personality based off what they're typing, because we don't really all know each other because we're on the internet, but the personality types of at least 3 to 5 people who are active in the group. So you be like, oh, I know Tracy is always in there talking about blueberries and helping people. So that's how I kind of explain to them how they know they're plugging in. They can kind of grasp the personalities of the active people in there. So that's pretty much what I wanted to add. And like I said, I go over each tab, and I make sure, and I tell them that their why needs to make them cry. Tell them their why needs to make them cry, and also just set the expectation again that they need to go ahead and give this at least 90 days. So thank you for that. Was that the next slide part? Can't remember. You're awesome. So my bad. Yeah, I can't even lie. I just woke up. So look, when you oh, I just did it. So you go you show them how to access the academy. Literally IM.center. Not only did I show them through the portal, I send it to them. If we on Instagram, I message them IM.center, harmonics.im, and the G12 link in their inboxes, their text messages. And I just want to say, some of y'all have already been doing it. So if you have anything you want to add, this is being recorded to help others. So if you have anything you wanted to add on there, please and thank you. And so I just I go over the team scheduling is so important. I make sure that they put the calls for the team in their calendar and screenshot it to me. So I'm like, I'm not looking around for people on for calls because I already know you screenshotted it and you sent it to me. So I already know Candace knows that the basis calls at 8 a.m. because she already sent me her screenshots of the calls in her calendar. So when you so typically you're looking at connecting with people roughly about 4 weeks. You know, that's really when you want to keep it steady. And what I do is for me, like while I'm on so like I call them, we speak the first week, and then go ahead and schedule the very next call while we're on that call. So you're not like doubling back, you know, you just go ahead and set it then and there while you're on the phone. And then I got this from Nikesha Shah to Nikesha. So whenever we speak, I just go ahead and put in my notes like, oh, we went over the harmonic scanner, they're moving pretty quickly, or whatever notes that I want to be able to put in there, so I know next time when we talk, I remember what we went over. And then one of the things that we've been wanting to do is get people to experience their get people to experience the live sessions quicker to make their money quicker, you know, because even though we said it like week 1, week 2, a lot of those, a young lady came by the trade house, and most of the stuff that it took a week to do, she literally sat down and we did most of it right there. So it doesn't have to take so long, you know, everybody's a different learning pace, but it really shouldn't take that long. So getting people into the go live sessions, you know, based off of where they are, and yeah, getting people on the live session specifically with Kim and Luke, but I know there are other educators too, like the DeLorean, April Melendez, stuff like that. And you can, if they don't have a product yet, what I usually do is I just have them on. I just have them on mine, and let me share mine. Thank you. I just share mine with them, and then yeah, just explain to them any key details, kind of like how I did with the group for Kim and Luke, right? Anybody have anything I want to add? Anything I want to add at all? I'm gonna mute myself so somebody can come off and add anything they want. Hold on. All right, y'all quiet. I know y'all made a lot of money today, so y'all probably like, shoot, hush money. That's cool. So,
thing.
What'd you say, Tracy?
Oh, I said I'll go ahead and add something.
Oh,
One
yeah,
thing,
cool.
yeah, I definitely do that, and I talk to people week by week as well. One of the things that I do is I know that in week 1 or 2, they're supposed to place a trade through the harmonic scanner, and like you said, we don't want to be the academy for them, and that's what the meetings are there for. So what I tend to do is like schedule their week for them and say, okay, well, the academy is 3.5 hours. So if you can allot 30 minutes a day, you'll get it done within X amount of time. And then the harmonic scanner trade, you can go ahead and place because there's a harmonic scanner meeting. And oftentimes they'll go over with how to put in a trade for you. So I just wanted to kind of back you up, Jakara and Nikesha, in saying that definitely use the system. Like there's a system in place. We're just assisting people, but you don't have to be everything for everybody. That's impossible, and you'll wear yourself out.
Oh man, you hit the nail on the head. Thank you so much for that, Tracy, because that's another point that I was just gonna get to. Can you guys still see my screen? I don't think you can. Let me go back.
Nope, we just see that pretty picture of you in your suit.
Thank you, girl. Y'all, look, shout out to Lakeisha because she had the trade house sitting pretty. Success chaser. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, where'd it go? Y'all just woke up. Okay, cool. There we go. So, oh, so yeah, and it's like little things you want to do to just like keep people encouraged, you know? If somebody it's like, look, I I don't freaking know. Anything you can celebrate it. If somebody placed their first trade, oh my gosh, shout out to Kevin for placing his first trade in the G12 chat in the messenger. Shout him out. And you just make a big deal out of everything, pretty much. So because it is a big deal. I mean, they're changing their life. You know, they're setting themselves up for something completely life changing, and we just want to be able to encourage people to keep going. And this is very encouraging. I remember now on my spirit, she's still quiet, but one of the people that I was working with, I was like, hey, you know, it's your birthday, like just go in there. I'm gonna shout you out, say hi. And she literally was crying because she didn't know that complete strangers could be so kind. So you just never know how, you know, just that little gesture can really encourage people, you know. And yeah, don't make a, you know, we always do that. Shout out to Renicia for completing her academy within 72 hours, right? And then oh, so it's kind of like so one of the things too that is you want to set the expectation up front. So one of the things that I've been doing, because like Tracy's saying, like, you know, we're not personal academies, we're not personal assistants, this is not customer service based. We're really setting the expectation that people are getting it for themselves, and then if they need some support, we kind of are there to support them. But you know, you want to set it up expectation up front. One of the ways that you can do that is you let them know, hey, if we have a call scheduled, then I have a 10-minute grace period. I set the expectation for people to call me. If we have a call, you need to be calling me, and then you have 10 minutes. Because, and it's not anything personal, but it just gets to the point where you're working with a lot of people, and people aren't showing up, or then try to backtrack an hour later or what have you, and be like, hey, can we still chat? No, we can't. No, we can't. So you will just need to schedule that. So you're really setting an expectation like, hey, this is like something here to support you, like, you know. And just being courteous is setting an expectation for people to be courteous and value you. And then let's see here. This is why notes are important. So said that part. Know your numbers. So know your numbers in your back office. So like let's say you have 8 more till you get to platinum 1000. You need to be knowing how many like if you have people I don't want to say under you, if you have people beside you in this, you want to be knowing like, okay, this person is at P150, this person's at 2 and 3, and you want to have it visible so you can know what your numbers are, and have it written out so you can see it. And then not only that, so you can be able to assist people. You know, you can, when you see it, you can be like, oh buddy, you're 3 away. Oh, you just needs a way. So you just want to be able to see those things. Thanks, Markeisha. Isn't she amazing? Because I was like, what did that say? I saw something pop up and said Keith. But anywho. So I hope this is yeah, that's it. The main thing too is just kind of just setting an expectation for people to show up for themselves, and you know, because we already know that the support's there. We have an amazing high vibrational team, and you know, you don't want to burn yourself out. You really want to kind of let people ask questions in the group. Like somebody asked me, "Can I reset my password?" It's like, well, you know, maybe that might be a little tricky, but maybe that's something you can also ask in the group as well. So, and oh, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, you know, something that just came on my spirit too. It's to really just listen to people, because sometimes when it's even though we're not customer service, but I'll say in my experience, I really had to like learn how to listen. When somebody's saying something, you, because we've been doing this a little while, you may want to kind of think you know someone's answers before they actually ask them. And it might make you like miss what they're asking. And you just want to just like really be actively listening, because you know you're repeating the same thing over and over every day. It's kind of get to a point where you kind of like have to learn to love to help people. But part of that means just like listening, because a lot of times they may not know the right verbiage to use or asking certain questions, and it saves you some time when you really just listen actively to what they're saying, or they're saying they're not comprehending. So is there anything else? Let's see here.
I had one thing.
Hold on. Ooh, okay, go for it.
I just want to reiterate what you said, how you said you make them basically take a screenshot of the calendar of the different classes that's going on, because I noticed that a lot of people really don't plug in. So a lot of the questions that they will have can be answered on the live sessions that we have, because pretty much every single day except for Friday, we have live sessions. So start plugging them into these live calls. Like we have the live trading on Tuesday and Wednesday with ISIS. You know, we got the harmonic scanner training. We got the market geometry training with Aldo. We got all kind of classes. And I noticed that they're not plugging in. And that will help a lot. Just make sure they're plugging into these live calls so they can learn how to trade.
Yeah, that's a powerful point. Yeah, just yeah, make sure they're plugged in, because it's literally like you just said. A lot of their questions they can. People don't need one-on-ones really, a lot of the times, because I just tell them to pretend like when you get on the call, it's just you and the person on the call. Because it's also, you know, if people are feeling scared, it's like, you know, then like make it not about you. Make it, if you're scared to ask a question, then make that a gift to someone else, because you don't know how your question can help spark someone else's journey, because we're in this to change our lives, so we don't be selfish in any kind of way. So that's one of the things that I say. And then also you want to go ahead and identify the people that just want two and free. um, be clear on what people are desiring. If you want two and free, if they want to go platinum 150, you want to make sure you're covering this training information with them, so that you know we can continue to grow with Grace Needs, and make it duplicatable. So, oh, it's some things in the chat. Let's see what we got. Kevin. Kevin is a 7-figure trader. So so look, I think that's it for me. D Renee also has been doing this an amazing job. Is there anything that you want to add? Because I know you have been really working with some of your people. Did you anything you wanted to add, or you think that we covered it all pretty good?
Hey, how you doing? So I just hopped on the call. I teach yoga Thursday nights, so I don't know what actually was said. Can you hear me? Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll probably never make a Thursday meeting. It's a fluke that I actually got on. So I know you're asking me, is there anything that you need to cover? But I really don't know.
Yeah. No, it's all good. No worries. Yeah, I was just we just kind of went over like some things, just being a personal coach that you
Mhm.
might have experienced that you feel like might be beneficial, some
Oh,
lessons that you may have learned, or some tips
Um,
and
well,
tricks.
I tell you, Keisha definitely been a great help. Yesterday I was so overwhelmed. So, like Isis was saying, for me, when you get to the point where you're like P150, P600, you definitely have to set boundaries because people basically want you to be the academy for them, and, and we can't do that. Like I tell people, I'm learning with you. So we're learning together. So, scheduling appointments, I think, is a great thing. People just really want to win. So when they feel like they're not doing well as far as trading, then they're not going to bring people in. And I think that's where my people are right now. So I was saying to someone, I think it's good when we trade together. Like seeing someone's winnings is great, but it still kind of lets them be like, "Dag, but how does that like help me?" I know that this is not what y'all was really talking about, but this is the discussions that I have had with people. Um, and I think that when people feel as though they are winning, then they're going to be more inclined to tell family members, friends, strangers, all those people of the sort. So I think I was sharing with someone, I think it would be cool if, it doesn't have to be all the time, but like even with US 30, guys, get in this trade, it's doing well. Guys, get out the trade, it's not doing so well. High five at the end. So I think that's really the only thing that I have to add. And this probably don't have anything to do with what you're talking about, but yeah, that's what I have.
No, that was spot on. That we kind of covered that, and you just kind of gave an illustration for that. So it's more like we said, helping people get to the money, like on the go live sessions. So a lot of times
Mhm.
I let my people hop on a Zoom while I watch Kim and Luke and just kind of guide them. So yeah. And then yeah, and I think it's a combination of like um mine just went blank. So yeah, trading with them, trading with the team, because ISIS trades every day at 8 a.m. I mean, not every day, every Tuesday at 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also just encouraging and reminding people that if you see people in the group winning, that means you're around winners. What does that make you? You're a freaking winner. And it's true. Like who you surround yourself with is who you become. So just kind of reminding people like, hey, like, yeah, you're already winning. You started doing something that 1% of people are doing. That's freaking phenomenal. And just kind of like reinforcing that. And I always tell people, like I said, give it 90 days. And get them on the product. I encourage people to explore for the products um, based on the educators that resonate with them. So thank you for that, Devin. I appreciate you teaching after
Um,
teaching.
no problem.
Cool. So high five. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Man, that felt like longer than 30 minutes. But anyway, did anybody else have anything else before we hop off? Or anybody drop some drop the word um drop the word I got some in the chat if you got some value from this. Y'all got some. So look, Isis Love, we at the trade house, me, Isis, Keisha, Jay, had some others come through. I think Isis wanted to add something on. So hold on a second.
Hey, G12, what's going on? Peace, peace. So really quick, I just wanted to put a little bit more emphasis on that product because I want to piggyback off of what Dee said about getting to the people to the money, which is yes, so very important. And and all it really takes is for people getting a product because we have Gold Cup. We see how many alerts come through. I mean, swipe coin alerts go through. So literally when your people come in their first 72 hours, I say 48 hours to be honest, like 48 to 78 hours, you can be getting them in their live account and using some of the product. I mean, um that's what I would personally do. Just get them on some of the product because then it does cut down on some of the one-on-ones. So although it is good to hop on one-on-ones, you don't want to become a clutch. And like D Renee said, you'll become the academy. So I say, needless to say, really push for the product while people are still learning so that they can be earning. And I also would say we're doing an amazing fucking job. Just like that. I had to just put it out there. We're doing an amazing job, you guys. We really are. The results that we're seeing is from the sessions we've been doing with Kim and Luke. So we're already doing it. All we're doing is we're 10xing it because literally, it's people making hush money too. So we don't even know all the money that people are making in G12. And so that's why it is important to share the profits because it is inspiration. Because if, like she said, if you see everybody winning and people are like, well, shit, I can do it too. If people feel like they're not winning, they're probably not plugged in. You get what I'm saying? Because if you're plugged in, you're going to be winning. Just like you, D. Renee, just like you, Tracy, some of you guys that were brand new and hopped straight in it and got straight in it. Now y'all getting both bags, right? So I just like said, just like really encourage them to stay plugged in because the more plugged in you are, the less confused you are. So, and I definitely want to shout out my Keisha and Jakara for just always being servant leaders, always putting the team in mind, even before their own needs, and just always pouring into, this structure because what we're building right now is really we're building a foundation. And I just want to thank all of you for being on this call and bringing your value. Shout out to the educators, Tracy, D. Some of you guys are teaching classes. I can't see everybody on here. Definitely Jay, Lakeisha, Shore, Roz. Shout out to G Netta for always, spreading the word about what's going on. So you guys are doing an amazing job. Let's just make sure we knock out this homework assignments on Sunday so we can really 10x it, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Yeah, yo. Yeah, that Sunday assignment is really going to be important because we want to know who we're working with. And I'm just gonna let y'all know I just ain't playing because it's like the same thing we're just saying. Like when you work with so many people, you have to be able to decipher who's going to value their time and value yours. And so it's the same thing with this. For us to be able to move together, we gotta know who's serious. So that's it for real this time. But I just want to say I love you guys so much, and I really do just appreciate each and every one of you so much. I wouldn't have the success that I have if it wasn't for the whole G12 environment. And that's why I push it so hard because it literally helped me grow. So I'm just grateful for you guys, and I'll see you all at the beaches and the bank. Thanks, Markeisha, for joining, locking arms with me. All right. Have a good night, y'all.